这个。
A bullet can kill you, but words can kill you too. They can weigh you down, turn your heart into a stone, and scar you for life. But they can also lift you up and help you soar over big heights. But what are the right words to say? And when is the right moment to say them? My fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, when I was about 5 years old, like any other child, I enjoyed watching cartoons. My favorite was Fantasia by Disney. And in this cartoon, there is one particular scene that I was always mesmerized by. There is a scene in which the hippos are ballerinas. They have pink tutus and pink ballet shoes. And they're dancing, believe it or not, with the crocodiles. The crocodiles would lift them effortlessly, and the hippos would fly into the sky and then slowly land on the ground. I was glued to the screen, and that was the day I decided that I was going to be a ballerina. Nothing unusual for a child, you would say, but I was a chubby little girl with soft, sweet cheeks, fat little legs, and a big belly, sort of like a little hippo. So, the opportunity for me to shine on stage presented soon afterwards. In our kindergarten, we were preparing the Christmas show. Santa was coming, and our teachers decided that we were going to do the snowflake dance, and I was going to be one of the snowflakes. We got our white satin dresses with white tutus, and we even had silver crowns, and around our fingers we had silver ribbons that would flutter every time we would make a tiny movement. You can imagine my joy. I practiced in front of the mirror for hours. I whirled and I danced just so that I could be the best dancer. And at night, I also hugged my ballet dress and I slept with it, dreaming of my first dance on stage. A few days before the actual performance, we had the dress rehearsal. Our teacher told us to give our very best because the kindergarten supervisor was coming to watch us. So, the music started playing, and then all of us started swaying, the ribbons started flashing, and I was turning and turning and turning and turning, when suddenly I felt a tap on my shoulder. Hey, you girl, get out of line, get out, right now. I looked back, and I saw the angry face of the supervisor. Get out right now. You are too fat to be a ballerina. It's ugly. Get out. She pointed. I took a few steps back, and suddenly, literally, I started sobbing. My eyes swelled, and I couldn't hold back my tears. I didn't know what was happening. Yes, I was a 5-year-old girl, but I knew that this was not right, because I, like those hippos, was a good ballerina, and I could dance, even though she said I couldn't. My teacher rushed to me, and she gave me the biggest hug that she could give. And as I was sobbing, I said to her, Miss Anna, but those hippos, they are 10 times bigger than I am, and they are ballerinas, they can dance well. She leaned and she said, I know, my child, I know. Not everyone likes hippos and ballerinas. But what's important is what's in your heart and what you feel. So don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't dance, because you can dance. I was happy and pleased that she said those words to me. But at the same time, I was crushed, because I knew that my dream was shattered and that I was not going to be one of the snowflakes. So on the day of the show, I begged my mom not to take me to the kindergarten. My stomach was in knots, and I pretended that I had a stomachache. But mom said, no, we are going to go to the kindergarten, and you are going to put on that ballet dress, and you're going to be in that audience, and you're going to watch the dance. So I had to listen to her. So Santa came, the snowflakes did the dance, and I was sitting in the audience. You can imagine how sad I was. And then, at the end, Miss Anna came towards me. She extended her hand, and she whispered into my ears, "Come, my little child. Come dance like you've never danced before. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't dance." So she took me to the center of the stage while everyone started clapping. Everyone except for the supervisor. And I started dancing. And I danced, and I turned, and I was in my own world. And all the time, Miss Anna's words were ringing in my ears. Dance, my little child. Dance like you've never danced before. And at the end, when I finished the dance, I had the biggest grin on my face. And you can imagine, I went a happy girl at home that day. Fellow Toastmasters, Miss Anna's words helped this little girl achieve her dream that day. But those words also taught me a lesson. And today, being an educator, it's a lesson that I try to keep and remember. Measure your words. They can be as light as feathers and lift someone to fly high above the heights. But they can also weigh a ton and crush someone's spirits. And one more thing. Once uttered, words cannot be taken back. So measure your words.